Just last week, I was able to travel to North Carolina, where I learned about the low voter turnout rate amongst students on North Carolina A&T's campus. Syracuse City School District officials held a press conference this morning to address the shocking assault of a teacher at Lincoln Middle School on the city's east side. Pioneer Homes, just under I-81, is New York's oldest public housing project. The people who live there are used to staying alert to rumors. Welcome to Orange Sports. The Chancellor is stepping up as a starter to save college sports. November is Native Heritage Month, and that means it's a special time of year when Indigenous communities educate the world on their histories. Here at 113 Euclid, Indigenous students have found a safe haven. ESF grad student Nevaeh Marshall plays a significant role in mentoring students.
And this space is so important for the students on campus because, I mean, as you saw downstairs, they have so much fun here. And it can be really hard coming from a reservation or a place where you're really attached with your community, and then going to a school that's often a lot bigger than what you're used to. And it kind of just gives them like a sense of home.
Senior history major and Native American studies minor, Michael Benedict, whose indigenous name is Wosa, grew up on a reservation and said it was at 113 he found community.
With this month, it gives us a chance to kind of spread who we are as people. Because throughout the history books, you always hear the sad story, the Trail of Tears, always hear sad stuff about us. But at the same time, that's not who we are. We're actually, we have fun, we laugh, we're happy people. When you get the chance, ask questions. Ask why this month is so important. Ask about who we are. Just ask. We're always open to answering any questions we have. We encourage it. I mean, we have a whole minor program that teaches Indigenous history. And it's the fact that it's not just Haudenosaunee that's the only Indigenous people here. There's Indigenous people from all over the world here. And that we want their stories, their history to also be recognized as well.
To learn more, visit 113 Euclid's website. For Mornings on the Hill, Za'Tozia Duffie. Thanks, guys. I'm sure you've heard of heritage months like Hispanic Heritage Month, Native American Heritage Month, and even Black History Month. But did you know that September is also Gospel Music Heritage Month? That's what brings me to the Community Folk Arts Center. This evening, gospel singers from the Syracuse area are bringing a concert to the city. Music tributes to American singer and songwriter Walter Hawkins and his family filled the auditorium. Burnell Reed, the concert's headliner and director, called in area singers for the tribute concert.
It's a different time of day of music today, and it's an honor more to be able to even bring this music back that have been somewhat of what you would call gospel's original music.
Dion Patterson credits the Hawkins family for the evolution of music we all enjoy.
A lot of the touring musicians of today are musicians that came up in church, came up with like the gospel influences. A lot of what they learned, their style and their approach, foundationally was through the gospel music genre. We can't even appreciate the music, all different genres of today without, without gospel music.
Gospel music was a very important part of growing up for our parents and our grandparents. Kept our communities together. So it's very important that we continue to honor this legacy. There's some that don't even consider this a part of the gospel movement, but we're here to remind them that it is.
For Mornings on the Hill, Za'Tozia Duffie. That is right. It is cold and cloudy here in Q's. We are chilling right now at 30 degrees, and it feels exactly like that with winds going 2 miles per hour. Listen, the wind may not be winding too much, but we feel the cold out here. While it is cold and cloudy here in Syracuse, New York City is getting slammed with snow right now. More on weather coming up in just a little bit. I'm Za'Tozia Duffie with Mornings on the Hill. Thank you, and let's take it back to the studio. Thanks, guys. Let's look at the current conditions. As mentioned earlier, if you step outside right now, you are going to need a jacket. It is 30 degrees with winds going 2 miles per hour and a dew point of 25 degrees. And for my natural girlies, if you are thinking about wearing your hair out, I will get a little gel to hold the hair in place just a little bit. Do not let the cold fool you. Humidity is at 81 degrees. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day, and love won't be the only thing in the air. And as we go throughout the day, it will remain cloudy with just a few hours of sunshine. And like a toxic, manipulative ex, the sunshine won't stay, but tomorrow will end cold and cloudy. Good morning. It is a cloudy day out here, but if you look up at the sky, you can see the sun trying to peek its way through. It's currently 34 degrees outside, but it feels a little bit cooler than that due to the winds coming in at 9 miles per hour from the east. If I were you walking into campus today, I would be sure to put on a jacket, maybe even a hat to keep the head covered, because it is still pretty chilly out here. More on our weather forecast coming soon. For Mornings on the Hill, I'm Za'Tozia Duffie. Thanks to Panjali. So it is currently 34 degrees here in Syracuse, but it's feeling more like 27 degrees because of the winds we are experiencing now. Now let's get into our weather for tomorrow. The day will begin cold and will remain chilly throughout. You may want to tap into your inner Rihanna and take out your umbrella because it'll be a wet day with scattered drizzles happening throughout the day and well into the night.